Now look at this. Now see here, what are the subjects, what are the objects, and what are the rights. So these are
Yeah.
the subjects. Okay, and so it includes the users, user A, B, C, and also some programs, like system programs, right? Okay, and what are the objects? They are the objects. Okay, so this is O. Okay, so this is small o. This is small o. This is small o. Small o. Okay, this is small o. So and this is big O. This all are what? These are all big O. So this small o is a subset of this big O, right? This is S, small s. This is small s, and s. So this small s is a subset of this big S, right. So now see, and what are the rights over here? These are the rights. These are the rights. See, so it means that it has a some are like only, so the printer can only read. Some can have a read and write, have access with that one. This program, this user, for example, for the user A, have these permissions. Okay, read and write permissions over there. User A has a writing permission for the with the printer as well. With this program, he can execute this exe file over there, and there is no right. See, O is, what do you mean by O? O is the owner of this file. He was owner of this file, right? Read and write. So and then we have like a C. So he's read and write, and this one only read. So sometime you have a read permission, sometime you have a write permission. You might have seen that sometime you can only read it, you cannot modify it, okay, the file. But sometime you have a write permission, you can change the words over there, right? So this is called read and write permission. By this way, this matrix helps you in giving permission for operating system. So operating system, usually what it does, it see the user. For example, the user A is Talmasani. So what he says, okay, for this file, yes, he is the owner and he can read and write as well. For printer, he can only write over there. For this file, he can execute it, but process he cannot do it, right? So for this one, Ansari, let's suppose Ansari, he has a read and write. For this one, he has a read and write both. Okay, and this is there is no permission for him, and there is a he can read this process file, right? So every user, they have their own file. So that's why since you know that computer is a dummy machine, so you have to teach the computer that you have to follow this rule, right? Okay, now look at this one. Okay, so access control matrix is usually implemented as set of access control list, column wise representation, set of capabilities. Capabilities mean what they can do. It we call as a row wise representation, or we can have a combination of it. Access control is based on the objects. If a list of access control rights to the object, so this is the explanation what we have it. Example, like text file, a user A can read and write, user B can read and write only. This is the same explanation we did it. A public file or program can be shared by all possible users of the system without the need for entry for the object in the individual directory of the user. Example of implementation, like Windows. Windows, they implemented in the Windows file system. There is a file system which is called NTFS. NTFS is a new technology file system. Basically, before there was a FAT system, FAT system. Before that was FAT, FAT in Windows. In the old Windows, it was not that much secure. Those FAT 32 we call it. Okay. FAT 32 or FAT 64, I think. So there were these systems were there. They were not that much secure, right? So then the Microsoft bring a new system which is called new technology file system over there. So they implement these important things over there.